can go with Muhammad,
Refer
right?
to Allah and the Muhammad. No.
Okay.
He's not
And the Muhammad sallallahu hadith. So that's why. That's why he's saying that Allah in the Quran said, "Aqimus salah."
But
we don't know how to
you
do.
also need
Prophet told
hadith
us how to do
for
that.
those who are above you. Because all this is
Yes,
saying
you are
is
reading
that
this.
if you are in this disagreement on a matter
Yes.
concerning the Quran,
Yes.
go to Muhammad. And I have hadith
who's the
where
authority
this
of
was
Islam?
done.
Who's on the
People had a
Muslims?
disagreement,
On the
right,
Muslims.
about how to say a certain surah verse. So they went over to Muhammad and said it in two different ways. And then
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
so there was a time when Ubay ibn Ka'b and somebody else had a disagreement, right, in terms of how to say a certain ayah of the Quran. So Ubay grabs the guy, takes him over to Muhammad, right, and then they both recite the verse in two different modes, right? And Muhammad says that they're both correct, right? So for matters like that, while Muhammad was alive, sure thing, you can go to him and verify it. But now that he's not alive anymore, you're going to need hadith for both him and those who are in authority over you.
Yes. So
Who is the people that are over you?
So I mean,
Imams and
it,
people that
it could be an imam, it could be the ulama, it could be a caliph. So where are these hadiths for the imams, for the ulama, for the caliphs? Where are they?
I don't understand.
Imam in the masjid.
Imam in the masjid.
Sorry?
Masjid in the mosque.
So in the masjid, you have hadiths for the ulama, right? So basically, like words and actions and deeds of the ulama. Then you have the same thing for the imams and the same things for the caliphs. Yes?
So where do Imam and ulama get these things from?
No. I'm saying that.
I'm asking you.
No, I am telling you that.
We have to follow what Imam and ulama
sure.
says.
So
where do
that verse,
Imam and ulama get these things
from that verse, right, you can find a reason to perhaps follow Muhammad and his hadith. But the verse is also saying that you need to obey Muhammad and those who are in authority over you. And the second portion mentioning going to him over a disagreement can't be done today because Muhammad isn't here for us to go to with disagreements.
Go to Imam.
Okay.
Go to Imam, and Imam has to tell us something according to Sharia.
Okay.
Yes.
But obviously, Muhammad didn't make the Sharia. The Sharia has many iterations and additions that were done by the ulama, those in jurisprudence, right? But where are the hadiths for these people? Like, why should we follow like a certain ulama over another one, for example? No?
This is what it says.
No. Again, I am telling you what I understand from that verse.
You
right?
asked the question.
No. So the
You
second
asked two
part was
questions,
yes.
and both
Where's the ulama? Where's the ulama? Right? Whose hadiths that we follow? Right? Because there's many. See, that's the problem, right? There's many ulama.
Say hadith.
Exactly.
Hadith. What does hadith mean?
That's what. So it's like a
Prophetic saying.
like a sort of like a deeds in action. Sure thing, right? But here's my issue.
What the Prophet ﷺ
Here's my issue. From that verse, how do we obey those who are in authority over us if they themselves don't also have hadith?
But
If they don't, then wait. If you have a doubt, for example, I'm a Muslim.
Yep.
I have a doubt what my ulama or my
Because the ulama say different things.
let me finish. If I have a doubt what Imam is saying,
Okay.
then I should not listen to the Imam. I should go back to Allah and His Messenger.
But how would you?
Allah is Quran.
So
and Messenger
Allah is
hadith.
here. Allah is here, sure. But Muhammad isn't here anymore. So today,
Hadith.
okay. But again, both the ulamas, right, will use hadith to justify their position, right? But who would you follow?
Sahih Hadith.
They can both use Sahih hadith, sure thing.
Okay, then we will follow them.
No. But look, they can use Sahih
If
hadith,
it's
right?
Sahih Hadith, we have to follow.
They can use Sahih hadith, right? That have two different views, right,
Yes.
on a singular matter. Who do you follow?
What is the matter? What is the matter?
It could be any matter.
Give us one example.
For example, is muta allowed? For example, right?
No.
Yeah,
You
because
never find
I have seen no, not Shia, Sahih hadith, right, that say that muta was allowed. Then it was taken. No, sorry. Three things.
It was allowed.
One, muta was allowed.
Drinking alcohol.
Wait, let me do it in bits.
No.
Hold on.
Do you think Muslims are
The
allowed
first
to
one
drink alcohol
says
now?
the first one says muta was
Muslims are allowed to drink
The
alcohol?
second one says that muta was allowed but was prohibited. This is also Sahih. The third one says that even after Muhammad died, we carried on practicing muta until Umar.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, so we have to follow because Umar was a Khalifa.
Yeah, but
Authority.
don't forget that also the person who is reciting, who's recounting the hadith, right, is also a Khalifa as well. Right?
Which is?
I forgot who exactly it was who was
You know how
reciting
many
it.
Khalifas we had?
Are you talking about the five main, or just like in the entire history of Islam?
Because the Khalifa are only 5.
I mean, like, you can't have a caliphate without a caliph, right?
You cannot have a Khalifa.
So I'm pretty sure there've been other.
Khalifa has to be from the tribe of the Prophet Muhammad.
I'm pretty sure there've been other caliphs after that. I mean, like
Name few.
some people say that which one is it? Hussein, for example, is also a caliph, right?
Hassan was a Khalifa.
Yeah, but let's just say Hussein was one as well.
Some people like what?
The Shias.
What you're asking,
Yeah.
what you're asking,
Okay,
what you're
but
asking.
again, so so Hussein was
That's a sect in Islam.
wait,
Sunni and Shia.
wait. So Hussein technically meets the criteria to be a Khalifa, right? He's from the time of prophets.
He was from
So why don't you accept him as being a Khalifa?
No, I believe that he was.
Okay.
He was.
So that would mean that we have 6 Khalifas now.
No, but he was not
So-
in charge like on a paper. It means
You need to be, maybe it was kids in the time of Prophet. Maybe it was kids in the time of Prophet. You need to be grown men and listen the Prophet face to face. It's a Khalifa, not the kids. Face to face. You have to be in time of Prophet.
Ali was a Caliph, and he was born in the year 599, and Muhammad died in the year 623. So he was probably about maximum 22 when Muhammad died. I guess you could say he's an adult, but there's another issue where a lot of the hadiths that he could potentially be transmitting were heard from him when he was a kid.
When he was a kid. And
Yeah.
What was the hadith?
So again, I don't know the timeline for this, but all of his hadiths weren't just from when he was 18 and above. There could be some from when he was 6 and 10.
The men in
Right?
Islam.
So I think that's like another issue you have to deal with. Like, unfortunately, a lot of the hadiths that you believe in, right? Like Abu Huraira, from like if it's any from Fatima, any from Aisha, any from Ibn Abbas, all these people were born in the 7th century. So technically, they would have been kids when they were like transmitting some of these hadiths over.
How old was Fatima when they...
Fatima was born in 613,
how old
and
was
Muhammad
he?
died
How old was
in 632. So she was literally 10 years old when he died, right?
Yeah.
So that would mean that technically, if there are any hadiths that she transmitted, you're taking hadiths from somebody who was between like 5 and 10.
She's 18.
What you're asking, brother,
She
is
was, yeah, exactly, 18.
No, Fatima.
No. Aisha.
32. Yeah. So okay. So he married. That would mean that she was 18, right?
Islamically,
So again.
you know when is the man and woman is growing?
Well-
when he is felt himself, he's felt woman or a man. When I feel man, you are here good.
It varies a bit. It varies because
like this.
some would say like puberty,
Some women,
and then it
some
varies.
women may be 12, 13, some women may be 16, some
Or it could be
men
even
is
younger than
15,
that.
14,
There could be single-digit
someone-
age.
Someone 18.
Right.
And this time,
Right.
we are logically here.
But I don't know if that's a criteria because, for example, there are some hadiths from Aisha, right, that say the Prophet used to visit my house every day until I left my parents' house and went with him. And we know that, well, at least from some hadiths, she was around 6 or 7 years old when they were married, right? So technically, she's apparently 6 and then 9 when he did the other thing. But so technically, from that instance, right, with Aisha, she was around 6 or 7 years old when she's transcribing this hadith. Right? And the same one with her playing with toys, her being on the swing. These were from when she was 6 and 7. So technically, you're trusting a 6 and 7-year-old person or kid, sorry, to fairly transmit hadith for you.
You know why we're trusting?
Why?
Because in the Quran it says,
It says that
follow the wife, you have to accept what the wife of the Prophet said.
Right. No, it doesn't say that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I think you're mentioning this is like Surah 33:6, right? Where like it's like it's either 33:6 or 366, right? Where it mentions that the wives of the prophets are like the mothers of the believers, right? But that doesn't really mean anything. I think it was saying
We
that.
Muslims believe that.
Yeah, but it was saying that in regards to marrying them, I think.
Sorry?
It was saying that quote was in regards to, I think the context was in regards to marrying them. I think before it says that like, oh, the Prophet is a shy person, so when you come into his house, don't stay too long and leave. And his wives are his and only his. So after they're no longer his, you cannot marry them. And then it goes on to say that the wives are the mothers of the believers. So that's the reason it quotes that. So
That's the reason we believe as well.
no, but you see that the reason that it quoted this wasn't so that you could believe hadiths from 6-year-olds. It was that you couldn't marry them because they're your mothers.
You can speak later because you know Arabic. I don't know very good, sorry, because my language is different. I speak
No worries.
English, but no Arabic. Now, we call the people we know face to face the Prophet, we call Khalifa. But the people after the Khalifa who meet face to face, what is calling? You understand what I'm saying? is the Prophet, is the Khalifa, and the people who meet the Khalifa. Now you cannot save me for Fatima or for Ali or for
Hassan met him when he was a kid.
Because I cannot explain Arabic. I don't know very good.
So,
but
can I interrupt for 1 second? You said, right,
step by step,
that they had to meet them.
A group of people when he's meet each other.
Yeah, but do you remember you said face to face when they're older? Yeah, you remember you said that. You said face to face when they are older. Yeah, yeah. But Hassan technically wouldn't have been older. He would have been like 10 years old or less.
But it was the Khalifa there, brother. It was the Khalifa.
So,
like you go in the university, you have the director
Who was
and the
the Khalifa when
pedagogues.
Hassan was 10 years old?
Who give the Khalifa.
there was no Khalifa when Hassan was 10 years
When the
old.
Prophet Muhammad died, who
Well,
became the Khalifa?
I can't remember the exact birth dates of Hassan.
Not the birthday, but I'm just asking you.
So are you asking me for the first Khalifa?
No, I'm asking you.
Who was the
What's your
Khalifa?
understanding? Who was the Khalifa?
Okay.
Hassan was 10.
How the hell can I tell that if I don't know Hassan's birth dates? Tell me his birthday and then I'll know.
I mean,
No, you're
Khalifa
saying
after the Khalifa
Hassan was 10 years old when he saw.
When he was with Muhammad, yes.
When he was?
When he was with Muhammad, right?
How old was he when Muhammad died?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he find the guy.
Tabi'in,
You have the Prophet sallallahu alaihi
You have the Tabi'in and then the additional Tabi'in dudes.
If you read the Quran, you know more than me when I'm
I don't, probably
No,
don't.
I swear you know more
I
than
just know a few things about a few things, that's all.
No,
Which you have heard,
when
you have read.
it's hurting and you get it.
Why don't you read the whole Quran? Then?
wait.
Eventually, I guess, but I do it in bits.
But I think you should read it in oral.
It's just difficult to read for me.
One surah,
It's written in a weird way in English.
Explain you one surah, maybe one. He's going to one surah 9. One surah 9, one surah 8, go to 2. He's
Sure.
doing like this. You know,
Sure thing.
like this one
Yeah.
to understand.
Okay.
But he say me like Muslim. If you no trust this knowledge man, how you say alima in English? Alim. If you are alim, no Muslim, I come to ask you for some question. I not trust you, brother. I go to Quran, read Quran. You find it there.
Right, but there are some
or
things in the Quran that
hadith,
can't
what
be
is
understood very
hadith?
easily.
You know what hadith is? Hadith.
For example.
Now example.
Oh my God, the Alif Lam Ras, or the Alif Lam Ra, or the Hameen, the Sad,
You are Muslim.
all that. What does that mean?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
in Quran.
Oh, there you go.
No,
But it's true. No one knows.
No one knows.
Yeah.
I forget now which ayat in Quran. It's a I give you straight with ayah in Quran.
A sign, yeah.
In your mind and in your heart. Straight away. I leave someone ambiguous. Why? To see you who's is good in the heart, the bad heart. Who's is bad heart, he taken the wrong way.
Yeah.
And leaving this one,
Surah 3 verse 7.
I don't remember.
What's Surah 3? After Baqarah. Where after Baqarah is? Surah 3 verse 7.
Baqarah is 2.
This brother,
After Baqarah.
leave it.
Sorry, Al Imran ayah 7. That's what he's saying.
Alif Lam Mim.
Yeah.
Allah know
That's
better.
what, no,
We are
wait.
What
But
is saying?
here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? So, just so everyone knows, right? He quoted Surah 3 verse 7. It says the following. The Quran, there are some parts that are ambiguous, and there are some parts that are unambiguous.
Yeah.
Right?
Who is the right way?
Yep. Now, those who focus
Who is not good in
on the parts that are ambiguous are poisoned in the heart, and those who focus on the parts that aren't ambiguous
He's not clean.
are clean at hearts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. Now, he said Alif Lam Ra, Alif Lam Mim. These are examples, all that stuff, right? These are examples of those parts that are not clear, right? But my question is, how do you know that? Is it only not clear because you don't understand it? What if, for example, Allah intended for you to understand it? Because in Surah 43 verse 16, it says that Allah or we have revealed this to you in Arabic so that you will understand it.
Yes.
Right? Now, Alif, Lam, Ra, these are all Arabic words.
Yes.
Right? So now, how do you know that the parts that you think are clear are actually unclear, and the parts that you think are unclear are actually clear?
No, because
How do you know this?
Alif Lam Ra basically has no meaning.
But how do you know that? How do you know
Because
this?
there's no meaning.
What is the meaning?
Arabic speaker. I am not the Arab speaker. Ask from the Arab speaker, is there a meaning of word Alif Lam Ra?
So basically, for you, that verse in Surah 3 verse 7, right, only applies based upon what you can understand and what you can't understand.
from the Quran.
But then how are you then sure that what you can understand is
The rest we
truly
can all
what
understand.
Allah
Because the
intended
Quran
for
has
you
a
to understand?
the Quran
And
has
vice versa.
tafsir. The Quran has tafsir.
That's what it means. Like for some example, some ayat are muhkama, you know what they mean. Like قل هو الله أحد.
Because you can translate it, right? That's the only reason why you know what it
Yes,
means.
exactly. That's
Okay.
what I mean.
But then how can you tell that that is something Allah intends for you to know?
Because you can translate it.
Is that it?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
saying if you don't understand
Is,
English,
is there anywhere?
you obey.
Is there anywhere in the Quran that it tells you that is how you will know what is clear? Because in Surah verse 21, 21:1, 11:1, 12:1, 2:1, it always starts with these alif lam mim, and the next thing it will tell you is these are the words of a clear book. So to me, that makes it sound as though those alif lam rusal, all those things are meant to be clear.
Yes. Okay. You know what he just told you about the word?
Surah 3 verse 7, yeah?
Yes. That the certain words are clear for you.
Yes.
Certain
And
words
I'm saying
are
how.
not clear.
If I'm not wrong, or 50
Because
to 60.
you don't know the meaning of these words.
But I'm telling you that there's nowhere in the Quran where you will find a verse saying, if you cannot translate this word, then it is unclear. If you can translate this, then it's clear. Nowhere in the Quran says that. And my problem is, all of the again, 2 verse 1, 11 verse 1, 12 verse 1, 29 verse 1, all of those words that we just talked about, all of them, they're always in the first verse, and the second verse follows by saying, these are the words of a clear book, implying that those words are clear.
Yes. And you have to believe.
But you said that they weren't clear.
Yes, even if you don't, if you don't understand what the word says, still you have to believe, and that's a criteria.
But do
to
you
be a
see the
Muslim.
issue here? Do you see the issue?
No, there's no issue.
So the issue is, right, that okay, let me try.
Give me one verse, I will read it for you.
11 verse 1,
I think so.
right?
Chapter 11, verse 1.
Yeah.
But it's very good for.
But Baqarah verse 1 if you want to.
And any verse you
11 verse 1, 12 verse 1, 21 verse 1, 2 verse 1. I think there's like 16 of them, I think.
Brother, you are very smart.
I am not.
Every smart
2 verse
people,
1.
he know lost himself. Every smart people.
2 verse 1,
Because you're looking for something true.
Huh?
Every smart people, he no looking, he no lost. The smart is no lost. You looking for truth. Truth you find it here. You not
Just to Surah.
No, this goes to Hindu books.
Then, yeah, do Surah 12, 2 verse 1. Master chapter 2. It went to the Vedas.
It went to Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
Hindu
Okay.
books.
Just do Surah 12 verse 1. That's what you gotta do.
Alif Lam Mim.
Yeah. And then go to verse 2.
Wait.
Yeah, so Alif Lam Mim, who believe in what has been revealed to you and what has been revealed before you, and have firm faith in the hereafter, right? So effectively, Alif Lam Mim.
Read the rest of it. Such are.
Wait, where's 2 verse 2? This way went from 2 verse 1 to 2 verse 4. Where's 2 verse 2 and 3?
I give one advice, brother.
Read one
If you
five.
listen me, brother.
May I read and then come back to you? Is that okay?
One second.
A person who comments the Quran, most of them, the young generation, the good English, because you need to know then English, because the Arabic is high level, have too much words. Go to Noam Ali Khan.
Noam Ali Katz.
Noman Ali Khan.
Noman Ali Khan. Go to this guy and check it. How is explained?
Noman
N-O-M-A-N. Space.
Khalan.
No. Wait. Noman. N-O-M-A-N. Space. Ali. A-L-I. Space Khan.
Khan.
K-H-A-N.
Easy. All right, go.
He go there and he explain how this going. This word is this and this, and maybe he can explain little bit what is mean Alif Lam Mim, and we leave it there.
No one knows what it means.
No one,
Yeah.
but little bit. Most of the knowledge people he say, but we leave it there. We no interrupt.
Okay. Well, for me, because I'm not a Muslim, right? I have no problem with going more. I don't feel like I can't go more. For me.
Okay, you can go how much you can.
Yeah. For me.
This is the,
For you, you're no
this is
problem.
this is the first verse. Alif Lam Mim.
Yeah.
This is the second verse.
No. Wait.
Yeah,
No.
this is tafsir. This is, in detail there.
Oh, okay. And
this is
yeah,
second.
perfect. This is the book of Allah. There is no doubt in it. It is a guidance for the pious, right?
pious.
Yeah, for the pious. Yep. So the holy, right?
For Muslims.
Well, it depends, right? Because do you remember when that one like mutawatir hadith you guys have about there's no difference between the red man or the white man and the black man and the Arab man, right? And how in there it says except in piety, right? So you see how there it wasn't talking about piety being a feature of being a Muslim.
No, but he was explaining about. You are talking about basically the last sermon of the.
Yeah, supposedly, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Look what was his word.
He mentioned piety.
No Muslim has a right over another one, except like no Arabs on non-Arabs.
I didn't see the word Muslim there. I just saw.
Muslim
I
or
saw.
Arabs or non-Arabs?
I saw Arab
Arabs
over
are
non-Arab.
Right. Arabs or non-Arabs, except if you're pious.
Okay, great. Now, in that like hadith, right? Piety is not equated with being a Muslim. In that hadith.
Brother,
But I think the Prophet was giving sermon to Muslims.
Well, arguably, I heard that he was given it in front of the whole of.
priority.
Huh?
Priority,
No, I think this was before he died, right? It wasn't.
No, it was a
and he was given it in front of everybody.
It was the last sermon.
Yep. So
on a Hajj.
I would assume that people would be there who weren't just Muslims.
Only the Muslims used to go to.
What happened to the Jews and everybody else?
They will not go for Hajj.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
It was a Hajj time.
In Surah 9 verse 29, the non-believers are banned. I forgot about that. Okay.
To the tax, he can live there in Tuba, 9. Tuba. In 9, yeah, you can find it there.
No, but that is
But, brother, you know who's his priority in the
I'll tell you one, what's your name?
David.
David.
David, listen.
I feel, I don't know, God knows, you're a sincere person, okay? You're asking questions.
And you're
asking questions.
He
You know the
than me.
verses by heart more than us.
You know more
I
than
know a few ayahs.
Yeah,
Calm down.
whatever, more than us. I'm saying more than
I
us.
doubt it.
You should go and read the whole Quran.
Eventually, sure
You
thing.
should read first.
Eventually, sure.
In terms of the piety, there is a verse in the Quran that says, "Inna ad-dina 'inda Allahi al-Islam." So the religion
Of Islam.
is Islam. So
Islam mean
What's that got to do
not
with
just
piety?
you said piety is with Jewish.
No, so does piety equate only to being a Muslim? And I don't think so.
The Quran says only being a Muslim is allowed.
But it said that Islam is the religion of Allah. That doesn't mean that piety equates to being a Muslim. Like you can still be a pious non-Muslim.
Muslim mean
It kind of
I would, well, again, I'm not supposed to be clear on this, right? But I would wonder if anybody in the Quran who isn't a Muslim is called pious. I'm struck. I think there's something about the Christians
Najashi.
will always be nearer to the Muslims than the Jews because the Christians have amongst them priests and monks who are pious, or something like that. I think it's something along those lines.
Yeah, before
So I think it's something along those lines. But you can change actually on that one. I don't know what the rest of that one is, but it's there somewhere.
no. I just made a point. I'm not here.
Oh, I'm just saying that piety isn't only being applied to being a Muslim.
priority,
That's all.
you know what is the priority?
not priority.
No. You have one priority. You are imam in the mosque. You know what is mean imam? Priest of Salah. Priest of Salah.
What, sorry?
I say in
like
Albania,
a religious leader.
The leader, yeah,
Yeah?
exactly. I say in Albania.
Okay.
I say in Albania. You are leader there. Okay. If my son, maybe he's 8 years old, he's Hafuz in Quran, he can be there first. Who know more, he can go there. This religion doesn't mean you are with the Sulah and you can be all time there. In the prayer, who's his mom? Maybe 7
Don't
years.
you need more?
More knowledge. Who have Hafuz houses?
You need to be more than a hafiz because you need to be like a teacher. You need to like study before you can be an imam, no?
Have someone, brother, is young kids, is 7 years, 8
Imam
years, 10 years,
means
he can be
person who
first
reads the
there,
prayer in
he
the
can
mosque.
pray before, and maybe I am 70 years, I can stay.
But don't imams also need to be knowledable about Islam, right?
No,
So
you
they have to
need
study
be-
first.
You have to
Yes,
study.
study.
So an 8-year-old can be an imam.
Yes,
Yeah, he can be.
How?
No, because
he's a
it's
Hafiz
way of God.
Do you have any 8-year-old imams? I want to see
You
one.
have it
If you
here
got
on
one.
video. You go the video.
An 8-year-old imam.
Yeah.
8 years, 10 years.
No, but that makes him a
They
hafiz,
have-
not an imam.
This is how you can say it's equal.
Well, one second. You're
A
imam
religious leader.
to lead.
So
No,
the person you-
no.
the person who
Even
goes
if
to
you
the
lead the
masjid,
prayer,
he
you
leads
are imam.
prayer, but also.
Even if
Oh,
you
really?
lead the
Is that broad?
Yes. Ask anyone.
Okay.
There's a notion in Tirmidhi.
Okay.
It mentions who's the pious. People are of two types, righteous and pious. Those who are dear to Allah and do evil deeds.
Okay.
Okay.
It mentions that those who are pious are those who are dear to
To
Allah.
Allah.
Okay.
Any non-Muslim
Well, it depends because you do have
Yes, I give
hadiths
this example
from
to
Bukhari
understand
that tell you
we are
that
not
the
separated, we
Muslims,
are
Jews,
the
and
same.
Christians will be divided into 70, 71, 72 sects. And out of all of them, one of each group will go to heaven, implying that there should be at least one group of Christians and Jews
One of
and
each?
Muslims that would potentially be dear to Allah.